Wow, what an eat. What an eat. Oh, we're off. All right, back at Lake Monduran. Only been a few weeks since I was here last. Conditions are pretty sort of similar. I got a northerly again, right on the full moon. I think it's the day after the full moon. Some will say probably better to be here a few days earlier, but this is when I can come here, so this is when I come here. Let's give it another go. Hopefully do a bit better than last time. I got that one good fish and lost another fish. Hopefully get a few on the board this time. Another pretty short trip. I'm sort of flexible. I can do 2 nights here if I want to, but I'll probably just do the 1 night. So this afternoon, it's about 1 o'clock now, I'm just putting in, and I'll fish through tonight, camp on the boat, fish the morning, and then make a call whether I head back or whether I stay on for a bit longer. Nice and balmy, overcast, sort of 28, 29 degrees. Conditions, that northerly wind coming down the dam, conditions are pretty good. Go out there and see how we go. I'm pretty keen. Catch another big metre plus barra and hopefully crack the 110 this time. But if I catch a few fish, I'll be happy. So, all right, let's see what we can do. Is there much wind down there? Gotcha. Nah. Oh, yeah, it might do actually, yeah. Oh, yep, yes, we got one. Oh, yes. See you, dude. All right, we're on. Took a little bit of work. Finally got a bite. Rolling that 140 shad. This is a very acrobatic fish, this one. It's gonna jump again, I think. Yep. Swallow that lure down nice and deep. Whoa. Crunched it. Woohoo! I'm probably far enough away from that stick in front of me there. It's definitely a metre plus fish. He wants to jump again. Yep. Get that net ready. It's just about done, I think. Very big crunching bite. Oh, what a sight. He's hooked pretty well, I reckon. Get that net of water. Oh, big fish. Lure's just in the mouth there. We got him. We got him. We got him. All right. That's quite a big fish, actually. Yep. All right, number one, took a little while, probably an hour or so, maybe closer to 2. I've checked the time, but yeah. I thought I'd get him on this angle here, but just tried this other angle and got the fish. I'll get it and have a look. It's a solid fish. I'm guessing a 1.5 metre plus. Get the brag mat out and check it out. Okay, so same lure again. I've tried a few lures to this afternoon I should say. And it's the 140 shad again in Ghost Bass. Scoffed. Look at that. Down in there, right in the corner there. I'll pop those hooks out. Got the Van Fuch 68S's. Jeez. I don't think I could have hooked it any better if I tried. Oh, wow. Right on the skin. And the top hook as well. We've got all the hooks in there. All right, now we get. All right, I'm going, yeah, 1.6 meters. Well, it might be a bit big. Might even be bigger than that. .106. All right, 2 hours in, 106. Check this fish out. Lovely big fish. Great bite. Engulf that lure, 1 from 1. Gotta love barra fishing. All right, we'll let him go. Woof. What a sight. The old big bucket mouth. Big bucket mouth barra. All right, we haven't had it out of the water for too long. Mollix 140 does it again. Look at the beautiful colors on that fish. Really are a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. All right, we'll send on the way. Oi! 2 hours in of actual fishing. Took me about half an hour to get up here, so around about 2 hours of fishing, and we got our first fish. Like I said, I thought I might pick it up on this line here between this tree and the bank here, but I ended up picking the fish up over to my left here, just along here. But I come through here earlier and I seen some fish both on the live and on the side scan, and just went past them a bit, and then decided to come back, sit out wide, pump some casts in. I'm trying different lures. I've got the 5.5 RT shad. I've thrown the little 5.5 in. Didn't get the bite. The 7-inch as well with the and the perch. And then it was the same lure as last time. 140 and ghost bass that did the trick again. Bit of chafe on the leader there. That's that Blackstream 60-pound leader. So I'll retie that leader, keep casting. I might give this spot a couple more goes, and then I'm just going to go in the corner because I saw some fish in the corner. So I'm going to give that a go as well. But happy to get a good fish over a meter pretty quickly. I mean, I like to catch it a bit quicker, but that's not too bad. So a lot better than last time. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Yeah, just keep casting, eh? And eventually they come along. Oh, yep, yes. Whoa. I don't know if this one's as big. It seems to be fighting a bit different. Doesn't feel as heavy. I reckon I've got a nose hooked 80 odd centimetre fish, I reckon. He's staying down too, so I reckon he's hooked on the nose or something. Yeah, he's really staying down, which is unusual. He's fast. He doesn't feel real heavy like a big meter plus. God, he's quick. Oh. Oh no, he's pretty big. He's in the 90s, I reckon. Oh yeah. He's hooked on the nose, all right. I called it. Okay. get away from that prop. It's the beauty of the long rod. Yeah, definite headbutt bite, this one. He's got it right on the head. Both sets of trebles right on the head. Okay. Swing him around. There we go. All right. Yeah, he's in the 90s, this one, I reckon. All right, and he comes. Yeah. See what I'm talking about here with the hooks right on the head. Okay. All right. Another cracker of a fish, this one. All right, 97, actually bigger than I thought. Big difference between this 97 and the 106. Massive difference in weight. All right, there we go, number 2. Only like 15 minutes after that last one. And we got our second fish. Got to be happy with that. That's unreal. Oh. This doesn't get very old, I must admit. Catching and releasing these fellas does not get boring whatsoever. They're beautiful fish. All right, I'll quickly run you through the gear. I'm running my Dobbins Champion XP swim bait rod. This is the 795, okay? 1 to 5 ounce, perfect for casting 140 shads. You can cast a bit heavier with this rod. I must admit I could probably go 1 rod down, but I can put a lot of effort in and get a big cast with this. I'm still a little bit out of breath, but this is the Siglon AMZ. This is the 4-strand PE. It's the heaviest in the 150 meter spool. It's 35 pound PE3. I've got that attached to my 60 pound Sunline Blackstream leader. Oh, I've just got about 4 or 5 barra moved in just here, actually, come through the side skin. And yeah, again, that Mollix 140 shad. I'm running a little clip on the front. I usually tie straight to my lures or put a loop knot, but I was thinking I was probably going to change a few lures around today, so I've got on a clip. I may end up doing a loop knot and going back to a loop knot rather than the clip, but I've got that on the clip. That's the fella there. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's you know, one of the most popular barra lures going around. The thing I like about it, it's a good weight. You can cast it out and retrieve at a nice constant rate. Throw those hops in as well, and it stays down the water column a good depth. And the other thing I like about it is the hooks don't really get caught on each other or hooked around the line. You know, if I'm running a 7-inch RT shad with the treble off it, with no sort of harness or anything like that, it can get caught around the top of the nose or around the line, which is a little bit annoying. But the 140 shad, you can pretty much just cast them out, wind them in, cast them out, wind them in. They're really easy to use, lots of hooks. And yeah, when they head butted even like that, you'll get some hooks in. So that's pretty cool. That's the combo, 2 fish in about 15-20 minutes from each other. I'm still drifting down towards the end of this bay where I said I'd go down, and then I'll come back and I'll probably just run the circuit. I think there's a few fish here, so I'll keep pumping this little ledge until it goes quiet, and then I might go up the arm here and have a little bit of a look around for a couple of different spots. But so far so good. I'm very happy. One just under a metre and one well over a metre. It's pretty good going for 2 to 3 hours of fishing. So all right, I'm gonna get back out there and keep casting. All right, so it's gone a bit quiet. I got one bite. I don't know if it was a barra or just a caddy or something, but something whacked me. I'm gonna move now. I've hit this spot a few times, and yeah, after those 2 fish, they've sort of quietened down. I'm seeing a few of the odd fish here and there, but no activity. So I'm gonna hit at a spot. I'm gonna get going before that sun gets too low, and yeah, hit the spot and then make a decision where I go for the night time. All right, fingers crossed we can get some of this spot. Oi. All right, don't know how much you're going to see of this, but on to another barra in the dark. Good fish too. Forgot to bring my head torch this time around. get to listen to the drag, I guess. Ooh, something pulled then. Whoa. Alright, he's here. Got the leader knot. I've got no torch at all, it's hard to see. Okay. There we go. Oh! Pulled the thing off the lid, off the net. Gotcha. Oh yeah, big dog. Woo. Okay, so Mollickson perch this time in a 140. Got him right on the lip there. The looks of it. All right, we're just a smidge over a meter. This one. Cool fish, big fish. Very, very fat. Oh, okay. There's another meter fish. Don't know how well you can see it there with the light, but another meter-y for the tally. Okay, there's number 3. Just over a meter, like a meter 2. Come on, doggy. You'll right yourself in a second. There you go. Woohoo! My lighting solutions aren't very good. I don't know how much of the fight I'll get on film, but anyway. Night fishing, you don't get to see a lot, unfortunately, with the night fishing. Just rolling a 140 shad again, this time perch. I've been fishing a certain angle for a while, and I moved the boat across a ways and just completely changed my angle. And first cast, I've got that fish with a new angle. Worth changing it up. I've probably tried to get a little bit more across the wind a little bit rather than just directly with it. And also I've seen where some fish were hanging and I've moved to the other side of where I was, and then I'm bringing the lure back on the other direction. So yeah, it's amazing what a little bit of direction change can do and get a bite. Anyways, I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer. I was about to pack it in. It's only about a bit before 9 o'clock, but I'll have a few more casts, sit and get another one, and then hit the hay and get back in the morning. All right, well, I've just woken up and there's quite a few barrows just next to the boat here, so I'll have a cast. Yes! Oh, pulled the hooks. Little barra, that one. Finally a bite on the hard body. Didn't feel like a big barra. Wasn't a very aggressive bite. Sort of come to the surface a little bit, but didn't look very big. Wasn't on for very long. Gives me a little bit of confidence to work this weed edge here. Yes, 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 yes. Massive paws. Not a huge fish, but wow, what an eat. What an eat. Oh, we're off. We're off this way, he says. Massive paws, just ate it. Right next to the boat. That was so cool. Stay away from those sticks, buddy. Oh, pulled out. Oh, no. Bugger. Gone 0 from 2 this morning. Looks like we've got some bent hooks. Not too bad. Damn. That was such a good eat. I've had such a good record with hard bodies. I still don't think that's enough to lose the fish. I don't know. Bugger. Keep casting. Yes, little twitch. Oh, catfish. Seen him coming behind it on the live. Little twitch, but it's a catfish. It was cool for a second. Yes, got it. Big fish. Yes. Oh, yes. All right. This live hard body thing's paying off this morning. Must be hooked in the head, he hasn't jumped at all. No, he's not that big. Probably 80 centimetre fish perhaps, which is pretty cool. Nice to get a bit smaller one. Scoff that lure. Yes. All right, number one for the morning. Number one in the boat. All right. There we go. Yeah, I'm guessing around 800 this one, so a smaller one. Plenty of tow, plenty of fight. Really, really enjoy that jerkbait bite. It's clearly the best way to catch them, most fun way to catch them in my opinion. Especially when I'm watching them on the live, I'm casting directly at them and twitching that lure and pausing it and watching that eat's pretty cool. All right, get my pliers out. The bib's going through the net a bit there. That's the lure, that natural wakasagi again. One of my favourites, that one. All right, finally a smaller fish. I'm guessing around 800. Great fight. I'll put on the measure and just get an idea of how big, but if I was to hazard a guess, I'd say bang on sort of 80 centimetres. Nice looking fish. First one to get in the boat. This is 1 from 3 this morning. All right, just under 80, 79 at a touch. Pretty close, that's cool. So after dropping 2 other ones, one big one and probably another one this size. Finally got one for the morning. Plenty happening with the jerk baits. It's the most fun way to catch them. I really enjoy catching them on the jerk bait. Happy with that. All right, I'll get this little fella back in. Really cool. Beautiful fish. Hopefully I can catch a couple more before I have to head off. Lucky Craft Pointer doing the job this morning. See you later. Okay, so yes, pointer again. I've got one pretty severely bent hook. The other one's not too bad. I got a bit of chafe on the top of that leader there, so I might retie that. It's not too bad. Natural Wakasagi doing its thing. You might say to me, like, you know, you've got a bent treble there again. Why don't you put heavier trebles on? But to get that lure to suspend nicely, you have to have the right hooks on each lure so it sits there nicely. And those fish are eating that lure when it's just sitting there motionless, or I just give a little tap. So you need to really sit there quite stationary in the water. Might be able to get away with a tiny little descent, but you want this lure to basically be sitting there motionless in the water. That's why we have to run slightly lighter gauge hooks, and usually they're a bit sharper and get a bit of a hook up as well. All right, I'm gonna retie, I punch back in there. There's a few fish there, and play computer games basically. It's not too bad. I'm not staring at the screen too much. I'm sort of like locating the fish, working out my line, and really working that lure quite slowly. Would I be catching without the live? Well, I think it certainly helps. It definitely helps to actually get the right line on the fish, but also really to see them in there, because it'd be very hard. They're pretty close to the weed, they're sort of coming in out of the weed, so hard to see on the side scans. This Garmin Live it's amazing. You can watch the fish and pick them out and cast directly at them. Pretty good fun. Not entirely 100% necessary to catch barra. The ones I caught yesterday, I didn't even use the live. Today I'm really focusing on it, probably because the fish are probably a bit harder to weed. Yeah, really focusing on catching those fish that are hanging around that weed beds. All right, enough chitter chatter. May as well get back in there and see if I can catch them all. All right, it's 10 to 9, so I'm gonna head off. I've been sitting on a few fish sitting hard up against a weed bed here. I've just been milling out and around the zone. I've been throwing a jerk bait at them, and I got one little tap. So obviously a fish has come up and knocked the lure, but beyond that, nothing. So I've given a good hard go, and there's quite a few fish here. There's probably 10 that are milling around the zone, so they're not really interested in chewing. Sun's up quite high. It's quite warm for the time of day. Probably gonna leave it there. Great session for me. A very good session. I was really happy with that. The quality of fish is exceptional at the moment. Sort of to get one sort of just under 80 and the rest, you know, just under or over that meter mark is pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna leave it there and I head it back to the ramp, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers, guys.